Yo, ViivviiX back with another character analysis video for the Persona 3 playable party members. I think these vids will keep on rolling out as they are fun and fairly quick for me to put together. And it will be great for keeping content consistent while I have other bigger projects in the background.
I also make music and got a channel for that. Check your boy out. The channel is linked on this main channel or in the description.
As you can tell from the title and thumbnail, this video is about the passionate lady in pink, the one and only Yukari Takeba, aka Yuka-tan. As with all these character overview videos, there will be definite spoilers. I will keep a consistent structure, and with that, the points I will be focusing on, as I did with the Junpei video, you should also check that out. First of all, I'll start with the gameplay to get it out of the way. Basic combat info, pros, cons, suggested endgame equipment. The second thing will be going over her basic background info and character bio. The third thing will be some highlights analyzing her personality, character growth, and just general things I enjoyed about her character, and moments I enjoyed her in the story. But wait, what's this? I formatted a new segment that goes over the Persona's lore and deity inspiration trivia that isn't in the gameplay portion? You mean like I did with the Junpei video? She Persona Trivia! Yukari's starting persona is Io. Io was in Greek mythology one of the mortal lovers of Zeus, who in some tales was turned into a cow, pretty much by Zeus to hide her from his wife Hera, and in some tellings Hera is the one who transformed Io, herself as revenge. An Argive princess, she was an ancestor of many kings and heroes such as Perseus, Cadmus, Heracles, Minos, Lynceus, Cepheus, and Danaus. The astronomer Simon Marius named a moon of Jupiter after Io in 1614. Isis. Isis is one of the most important goddesses of ancient Egypt. Her name is the Greek form of an ancient Egyptian word for throne. Isis was initially an obscure goddess who lacked her own dedicated temples, but she grew in importance as the dynastic age progressed, until she became one of the most important deities of ancient Egypt. Her cult subsequently spread throughout the Roman Empire, and Isis was worshipped from England to Afghanistan. She is still revered by pagans today. As mourner, she was a principal deity in rites connected with the dead. As a magical healer, she cured the sick and brought the deceased to life, and as mother, she was a role model for all women. Isis had strong links with Egyptian kingship, and she was often represented as a beautiful woman wearing a sheath dress in either the hieroglyphic sign of the throne or a solar disk and a cow's horns on her head. Now getting into her combat prowess and gameplay mechanics, her pros is high magic, heavy single and multi-targeting Garu spells, single and multi-targeting full heals, full revives, high SP, strong to wind, using bows she can't stumble or fall over from missing. Her cons is only has access to pierce physical damage from her weapon, low defense and HP, weak to electric Zeo skills, most bows have low accuracy naturally. Her best gear is first the resist armor and evade shoes for electricity. Her best fusion weapons would be the one fused from Vishnu called Sharnga, a bow with 400 attack, 90 accuracy, and wind boost, or the fusion weapon made from Chiyu, original Dreadnought bow with 450 attack, 100 accuracy, all stats plus 10. And her best accessories would be either the Eye of Thunder for a high chance to evade electrical attacks. As she's most likely your main healer, her getting hit or knocked down by her weaknesses and missing a turn can put you into a bad spot. Lightning Gloves nullifies electricity. It's Thor's heart item, the item you get from leveling him up. The ViivviiX Bracers increases wind damage significantly. Magic Ring increases SP by 30%. The Chakra Ring halves SP cost to cast spells. Or the Wizard's Mark restores a bit of SP every turn. Essentially, Invigorate 3 on an accessory. Yukari Takeba. She is the Lover's Arcana. She is 17 years old. Her birthday is October 19th, 1992. She's 5'3", and some fun facts about her is her favorite color is pink. She's the star member of the archery club, and she secretly does enjoy dressing up as a maid.
Welcome! Kinda sucks that the school festival got cancelled. maybe I could just wear this around the dorm for the day. Sup, Yucatan? Hey, does that mean you gotta call me master?
Based. Now we're in the fun, long part of the video at the very end, or at least it's pretty much like probably over half of the video, where I go over all the different things that I enjoyed about her as a character, highlights of her as a character, and moments I really enjoyed her throughout the game. To start off, Yukari Takeba is a highly diverse character. She can be warm and embracing, but she can also be sassy and sharp-tongued.
This is a tough case, even for Junpei Iori, ace detective.
Ace detective? Are you stupid or something? More like stupe, ace defective.
Emotional damage!
Which is a realistic portrayal of a person, as almost everyone has their high and low moments. The average person isn't always angry or always happy. As sentient beings with a wide array of emotions and feelings to express, it does feel very organic with the way Yukari's characters develop. She starts off almost pulling a gun, and I can relate to not the superstitious parts of her character, but being anxious and a bit paranoid as she can come off to be, I completely understand.
Who's there? Takeba, wait!
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked.
She actually shows a bit of hesitation when it comes to watching the monitor that is connected to a camera video recording in your room, as she feels she's being shady for doing so, and gives you a feeling she can be empathetic for others.
I feel kind of bad, though, spying on him like this.
Once she fails to summon her persona during the dark hour when you and her are on the roof and are about to get attacked by a shadow, the MC ends up taking over and awakening to his persona. Once it's all over, the MC ends up in a comatose for at least a week, and the first person you wake up to is Yukari standing at the end of the hospital bed with some things to get off her chest.
I wanted to tell you that I'm sort of like you. My dad died in an accident when I was little. My mom and I aren't exactly on good terms. You're all alone too, right? To be honest, I already know about your past. But it didn't seem fair, so I wanted you to know about mine. Supposedly, my dad died in the blast, but nobody really knows what happened. He was working in a lab run by the Kirijo group. So, I'm hoping that if I stick around long enough, I'll find out something.
I feel her being open with someone she can relate to is something I can resonate with. As someone who has lost both their parents myself, it's a hell of a lot easier to open up about it or get into the nitty-gritty of your past with someone who has experienced something similar and may know where you're coming from. She also feels bad for not being open with you about the dark hour and the sea stuff, so she feels she should just be fair and let you in on her background and personal stuff too. Which again is showing she is trying to be a considerate person, conveying compassion for others. Her social link isn't too late, but is still kind of a pain as you need max charm and can't start it until after you get back from the trip to Yakushima. Which, by the time you get back from it, you only have a couple of days to start it before summer break starts. And sadly, in Persona 3's formula with how it worked out the social links, is social links available at school are not available to level up during your time off from school. So either start it before summer and need to hang out with her on a Sunday and hopefully avoid a reverse link during summer break, or wait till after, which is when it comes crunch time if you want to get a substantial amount of social links done, as by this time in game, you could have started all social links except for Mitsuru's and Aigus's. But speaking about the trip to Yakushima, this is when her character has a huge breakthrough, or at least the budding of a breakthrough, as she is shown a video that you later find out has been tampered with, we'll get to that in a minute, that shows her father was the cause of the accident all those years ago, and that he played a role in the current circumstances being what they are, regarding the shadows, the dark hour, and Tartarus. Learning this, she storms off, and at Mitsuru's request, you will go check on her, and end up having a heart-to-heart on the beach.
Why does reality have to be so harsh? I tried so hard to fight my fear, and this is what I get. Huh, well, you're just Mr. Perfect. Nothing ever phases you. And now you've got the nerve to try and tell me how to feel? You think you know me? You don't know anything.
Fatality.
I'm sorry. My head's a mess. I'm so afraid. I don't know what to do anymore. totally lost. Tell me, what should I do?
She expresses a blend of emotions in this scene. She's confused, upset, and feels she's at a crossroad and doesn't know which fork she should take. As her whole reason for joining Seas and fighting the Dark Hour was to get this truth, and now that she had it, as far as she was aware at least, she didn't see much more reason to keep fighting, which by the end of it, she does decide she's going to do what she must to make things right, and vows to keep on fighting with you and the rest of Seas. After the betrayal by Pun Lord himself, Ikutsuki,
Don't care for seafood? They also serve ground beef.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Fuka gives her a video recording she managed to salvage the original contents of. Her persona's evolution to its second stage, Isis, happens while she's alone in her room, where she decides to watch the video she was given by Fuka.
This is the original video, before Ikutsuki changed it.
I know I promised I'd be home soon, and I'm sorry to break that promise. But I want you to know, Daddy was the happiest man on Earth when he was with you. I love you, Yukari. Please, take care of yourself.
I know one thing for sure now. I was right to believe in him. Are you listening, Dad? I'm doing okay. It took a while, but I finally got your message. I'll fight for what I believe in. That's what you would have wanted. Right, Dad?
She plays a big part in the development of Seas and other members in it as well. She's essentially the one who, not purposefully, but still, got the MC to awake to his persona, and she's even the catalyst for helping Mitsuru awaken or evolve her persona to its second stage.
Everything I believed in was a lie. And in the end, I failed to.
You failed to what? To protect the most important person in your life? Is that what you're trying to say?
But my efforts were futile. And now my life is without meaning. Right?
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
I'm sorry. But we don't know that for sure yet. I want to eliminate the Dark Hour and fulfill my dad's final wish. That's all No. We can do. Right, Senpai?
Just some smaller points I have is, like I said in my Persona 3 playable characters tier list. You should also check that out. I feel it's a 50-50 whether people like her or dislike her. Most points I've seen made against her is she is mean and bullies Junpei, but I think she only does it in jest most of the time, more like a sibling. And the one time she truly can just be outraged, a critical moment in her social link, as if you try and hug her as your response after you fight off some thugs saying they wanted to do explicit things to her. At least it's easily inferred that that's what was happening. She will reject you and straight up break your social link, which I can see both sides of the argument. Some say in their opinion, someone who was just, like almost not want to be touched, that she acted as they would have expected her to after the situation just occurred. Then having you try to physically show affection to her, she becomes very upset. But I can also see where people thought it was the best comfort option, as from my experience and people I know, a hug is the best form of comforting someone with actions instead of words. So I say she acted reasonably, but I can see the frustration with that moment in her social link. She may make rude remarks, as she is just an open person who says what she truly feels, unfiltered, and I can respect that. At least nearly all of the time she oversteps her bounds, or maybe went too far unjustified, she apologizes outright, owns up to her mistake, and takes accountability. Yucatan is a complex character with soaring highs and deep depth lows, an integral part of your crew, and one of my favorite Persona characters. Her design is clean, her voice actor, Michelle Ruff, did a good job conveying her emotions and complexities. She starts lost and helpless, trying to show compassion, but also has many moments of weakness, where she goes on the offensive and snaps. But by the end of the journey, she holds her head proud and shows no fear, and will continue on living for the one she loves. So I'm going to wrap up and say a few more words before I go. These videos have become very enjoyable to make, and my goal is to at least do one for all of the playable cast from Persona 3, and maybe venture off at least once that's done to cover the characters of the other Persona games. Probably going in succession, Persona 4 and then to Persona 5. More tier lists planned, and hopefully if everything works out, I would like to also work in early next year once P3 Reload drops to do a let's play of it for sure. Possibly might also try to cover the non-playable social links as well, No promises on that quite yet though, but it seems fun. And I'm also making music on my second channel. You should also check that out. Hope you enjoyed the video though. I appreciate any and all support for real. Make sure to like, comment, and or subscribe if you were satisfied with the content. Share your opinions with me if interested, as these videos are meant to spark discussion. But till next time, make sure to take care and stay cool. Aight?